Scott, the program is prompting backlash from those who say the move is causing fear in the community. Some advocates also claim the agreement may be illegal. Protests are growing in Hazleton after the city entered into the Task Force 287G Immigration and Customs Enforcement Program, an agreement that allows local police to work directly with ICE. The agreement authorizes 23 police officers in Hazleton to perform federal immigration duties during routine policing in the city. Immigrant rights group Make the Road PA is demanding the city halt implementation of the program, sending a formal letter to the city solicitor raising legal concerns.
According to Pennsylvania law, you need the approval of City Council for any such agreement, and so we feel that the city is not able to enter this agreement without the approval of City Council. We do not think City Council should provide that approval, but we feel it's legally invalid because of that.
Make the Road PA Director Teofilo Reyes says without Council's approval, the agreement is void. But Hazleton Mayor Jeff Kazat disagrees.
All contract power is vested in the mayor. This is not really a contract. It's not really an interagency agreement. It's a federal delegation of authority.
Make the Road PA is also concerned the city is signing into the deal for its financial incentives. Following Mayor Kazat's press release about the agreement, which states, quote, the financial benefits to the city include $100,000 for new vehicles, $7,500 for equipment for each credential officer, and salary and overtime reimbursement.
We are just getting reimbursed, just like we do with the county task force. We get reimbursed by the DEA when we had officers with the state police and we had the task force and we had officers with the FBI. We got their salaries reimbursed.
The fact that the mayor stated publicly that this is for to receive funds from ICE means that there are financial incentives for what they're doing, which raises for us a very big conflict of interest, raises legal ethical concerns.
If our police officers are involved in the situation, I think it would be more comfortable for the individual, for our police department, and for any agency that's coming into the city.
Elaine Madden-Curry is the program director at the Hazleton One Community Center, a hub for the city's thriving immigrant community, which she says has seen a steady decline of volunteers and visitors. Madden tells us that a Hazleton mother of 5 who was married to a U.S. citizen was recently detained after a routine traffic stop and sent to a detention center in Louisiana. The woman was allegedly in the process of renewing her green card.
And how do we accept this as a community? Is this the kind of community we want to be? That we want to really destroy a family by taking the mother out of the family? It's just horrific. And what does this do? But it destroys the very fabric of our community.
Guadalupe de la Cruz, the education coordinator at the community center, says that mother's story is just one of many in the city, describing a Hazleton man also married to a U.S. citizen who was detained at his order of appearance.
People who haven't committed a crime, people who have a pending process with immigration, who go thinking that they're going to, be given a security blanket because they're doing things the right way, and it's not the case. They're being detained, and that person that I do know personally was detained from there, his wife there, and everything.
Advocates say these cases highlight a larger concern.
There's a lot of red flags associated with this. We're very concerned about racial profiling. If the city has a financial incentive to be conducting these activities for ICE, how is that going to impact the community? Do I need to walk around with my passport?
Advocates say these fears within the community do not all stem from the agreement between the city and ICE, but tell us the program is now intensifying those fears.
And that comes from experience working in a law firm in Hazleton prior to me working here, where we would get cases of people wanting to file against the police for profiling.
We're basically doing the same thing we've always done. If somebody does a crime that they are being processed for, that our information will be shared directly with ICE and they will have access immediately to that information.
Make the Road PA says they believe this will make people afraid to call the police in the event of an emergency, which could potentially make the city unsafe.
It has a very different impact, a very different goal. And that there's a reason why there should be a clear firewall between those two.
Mayor Kazat tells us he stands by the agreement, but advocates say they're prepared to challenge it. I've also translated this story into Spanish. You can find the story en español on WNEP.com. I'm Valeria Quiñones, Newswatch 16.